Detroit rap.
I don't think you can hear it.
I want to hear some scam. I want to learn some scams, bro.
This song is awesome.
Some methods.
Yeah.
What's up? This is the podcast method. I'm your fucking host, Christopher.
Yeah, and I'm Andre.
We got the homie Adam DeGross on another exciting episode of Planet Dumb. Make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. We're going to have bonus content on there, and you could get episodes 1 week early. Patreon.com/planetdumb. All right, business aside. What's up, gentlemen? This is a Little Pump video.
Yeah,
it's it.
Little Pimp. That shit was crazy, man.
So much.
This fool,
He bet it all on Trump, and now he's just like, fuck.
He's like outcasted.
All them dudes. At least Lil Wayne had that shit where he was trying to get a pardon.
Yeah.
But everybody else, damn, bro, Little Pump. Remember when he used to be around?
Yeah.
Trump Pump must have been like up against something. He was just like going early, being like, if I get fucked up the next 4 years, Trump will get me out. He'll be cool.
Oh, wait. Wow. Cool. That's a crazy theory.
Lil Pump?
Yeah.
He was trying to get behind it for a potential pardon.
Yeah.
He for sure didn't believe in that shit. I think they probably cut him a check.
Oh, for sure.
For sure
probably
think that.
Really like to get the youth vote or something
used
like
to
that.
be around back in the day. Like
Pump's the voice of the youth.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah, he'd be like hanging.
Kicking it with us and shit.
Yeah.
And then, well, not specifically with me and Chris, but
like
I woke up.
You was in your house one time.
I woke up one time and he was standing above my bed.
I forget about those like years where it'd be like
he actually tucked.
Weird, right?
Yeah, really weird. It'd be like big rapper or like big rappers now would just be like around hanging out. And stuff.
Little Pump actually tucked me in and gave me a kiss on the forehead and said, "Good night, sweetie."
First. Yeah.
He gave me a glass of warm milk.
Yeah, those were weird times, bro. Just like going over such and such's house and just be like, I'm over here with like Lil Pump and fucking Smoke Perp and then some other fucking like big rapper now and shit. It would just be fools. You'd go and it'd just be fools like hella big now. But back then you had no idea who they were and they'd just be sitting on the couch rolling like a big ass blunt.
I remember when I was at Nature World, I think the first one, and Lil Xan like slid in my DM. He had like 100 followers. He's like, "Come take photos of me at this backyard party thing." I'm like, "Ah, man, I'm good on that." I'm good on that.
That's so sick,
man.
Yeah, there's just hella fools that was dog. That shit was a crazy ass time period.
That was fun, man. I was thinking about that the other day. How much fun things used to be.
Before
Not even COVID. I'm just like not even not even COVID.
Before
I'm just saying
the
like
fame,
before the money and the fame.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like,
before
just like
the clout. This is like pre-clout.
This was
when everyone was like, all of our clout was like even.
Yeah.
when we all had even clout.
If you elect me for president, I will bring back pre-clout America.
Pre-clout America.
Everyone will have even clout.
What's a good movie we should watch, man?
Shit, homie. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
They haven't?
They don't have the original one. They have the TV show.
Swag.
What else would you? I'm kind of curious now. What else would you do if you were the president?
Like who? I'd pardon like a bunch of like wild people, just like not like just like funny people, you know. Like,
I would free the real.
Funny people.
I would free the real.
I would like Joe Exotic for sure, just because I'd want to see like the outlandish shit that would happen.
Dude, Trump hoed him.
Yeah, he really did.
Dog, they straight hoed him. He had like the limo ready and everything. Did you see that? They had the limo ready at jail.
They were saying like,
have you seen the new Child's Play?
Nah. Yeah, I've seen it.
Is it good?
Nah. Oh. But with the Joe Exotic shit, fucking he made a tweet or someone made it from his account, I guess, saying that like basically Don Jr. used him kind of for clout.
Oh my god!
Damn, see,
and
pre-clout America.
And Don Jr. brought him up like just for the clout, and then they just, fucking.
Dude, that Stevie documentary is nuts. It's not something to watch now, but like when you get your own time, it's crazy.
You know what's wild about all of that is that they pardoned Harry O, probably the most prolific drug dealer besides Rick Ross to ever come out of South Central LA. Yeah. Like I'm talking, this is a dude that gave money to Death Row to start. Like he gave them $1 million to start Death Row. He also was the first black person to produce a play on Broadway. That's how much money he was getting.
Oh, wow, crazy.
That's fucking crazy. And Denzel Washington starred in it.
Well, wait, so nuts. Why did he get pardoned?
He just got pardoned. I think they just pardoned him. He got the early release because the feds kept playing with him. He basically got sent up.
I haven't seen it.
Howard Stern private parts. Adam, you want to pick something?
I don't know, man. I don't know what I would put.
I just figured I would throw
Yeah.
some shit on.
I want something like a
stupid
90s.
movies.
It is
Conan.
It
Should
is
we watch?
a stupid movie. Put on some dumb.
Well, it has to
action.
be visual because it definitely
True Lies.
Yeah, we're watching True Lies. Here we go. Because it's visual. Because honestly, if it's just them talking,
Yo, low key, I've never seen True Lies.
really,
Yeah.
this movie's fucking fantastic.
This is a fantastic movie.
It's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Yeah,
Anything with Arnold, really.
Damn, I'm
Yeah.
like pay attention to this.
he
Nah.
he plays a spy in this movie, and he's fighting terrorists. So you already know.
Is
it's
he?
fire.
He's an
Oh,
American spy.
yeah, he's
with an
American
Austrian
spy with an
accent.
Austrian accent.
I love.
Yeah.
I feel like we've talked about that before,
Yeah.
but it's pretty fucking wild concept that he plays these roles and it doesn't ever explain why he's Austrian.
Yeah, we did talk about that
Yeah,
actually.
just dude.
And he doesn't it doesn't explain why he's Austrian, and he doesn't make any attempt in the movies
Oh, no.
to do like an accent of whoever wherever he's from or something. Like he's just some Austrian guy thrown into these absurd fucking scenarios of like.
He can't even speak English, dog. He speaks.
I swear you literally said
Yeah,
that.
I said that last time,
Yeah.
but it's funny that we're back on that subject. 'Cause
It was like
he
an
for real
Arnold
can't even,
Schwarzenegger.
like, how does he pull it off? He's like, 'cause could you imagine, like, that's like the worst secret agent in the world. Like, can't even speak the English.
It goes, yeah.
Are there any stars nowadays that are kind of like that, like '90s stars? Like where, like
Fuck no.
like Arnold Schwarzenegger flew back then, but like, is there
Yeah.
people nowadays who are like that?
I
Or
think
it's like,
back then it was like physique
Yeah.
mattered more
Yeah.
than like any.
yeah, like now, but like, who would be like the modern equivalent of like just like nobody questions his like accent or their accent or whatever?
I don't
Just,
think
like,
it
Nobody,
exists.
that
I
shit
don't think
go no more. After 9/11, it's a rap for accent.
for
bro.
foreigners. Yeah.
God, you might as well be from Al Qaeda if you got an accent.
Oh my god, yeah, that's not my opinion.
The opinions,
That's not
the opinions
I haven't heard
expressed
this
by
podcast, I'm just
Andres
here.
on this podcast are his own and do not reflect
Yeah.
the
Arnold.
views of anyone else on
Arnold
the
Al
podcast.
Shabib. My name is Arnold Al Shabib. That's like Arnold if he was a Taliban.
What if they had Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Arnold Palmer in a movie, and he
That is, only dads would be interested in that. I feel like who
What was that one movie where they like all the old like
44-year-old man.
all the old like
That's the demographic.
muscle dudes came back in like one movie?
the
Oh,
Expendables?
Expendables.
Who all was in that?
Did anyone
We
see
had
that movie?
Statham was in there.
Yeah, Jason Statham, the
John
God.
Claude Van Damme,
Van Damme was in there.
Yeah,
the dude from Rocky. I forget his name. Obviously,
Stallone. Stallone. Who else they have in that?
oh, it was just like everybody.
Yeah.
Even like Chuck Norris, Jet Li was in that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
They're
shit.
just like, well, who's old and who can we get to be in this fucking movie? Manny Pacquiao was in it. He wasn't, but it would be crazy if Manny Pacquiao was in it.
Oh, here we go.
Arnold, Dolph Lundgren,
That ice is just like just pool water.
Jet Li, Randy Couture,
Dang.
Randy Couture.
Harrison Ford, Mel
Randy
Gibson,
Couture?
Bruce Willis. They
Oh,
had
the Iceman.
everyone.
Yeah, the ice.
Our boy Wesley Snipes once
UFC.
again. Mickey
Ugly
Rourke was
Fools
in there.
Championship.
That dude did not care about that like super expensive helmet. He just threw it
Fuck
back into the water.
Because he's a spy, bro. He's mega breaded.
The CIA has
The CIA 's
infinite
got
resources.
infinite crack money they can fucking they can access.
They could, yeah. The crack money
All the crack money.
has been hitting.
Yeah.
They can basically, do whatever.
Yeah. They probably fucking created crypto. Did you hear that shit? That like there's fucking theories that the CIA created Bitcoin. Or they created like crypto.
What, like in terms of like creating like a global currency or something
Yeah,
like that?
they
Like
were
that's I
behind
think
it.
I've heard like theories like that it's like they're trying to make like a one world currency.
Nah.
So they're I've heard shit like that though.
The thing with
like
crypto is
conspiracy-wise.
that it's infinite black money because it's fucking like you don't know where it comes from. You feel me? So they think like
What is it backed by?
Nothing.
It's made up. It's like fake.
Made up fake shit. It's like blockchain. It's very fucking like
It's like stocks almost though, right?
Almost,
like,
yeah.
Based on like I don't know what factors, but so it goes up and down in value based on
random factors.
people trading
Yeah. It's not like it's
and
gold or
whatnot.
some shit. Yeah. It's literally just people trading.
It's like that new NFT.
That's what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to segue into.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
I don't know. I don't know if you know a lot about it. He just told me about it earlier when we were getting food.
You want to tell us about it? I know.
He doesn't know that much.
I don't know much about. So from my understanding is, do you know that guy Lush Sucks who does the murals and yeah, he does like computer animated versions of that shit now, and he turns them into NFTs. And then puts it on the market, and this guy's making so much fucking money.
Really?
I mean, I don't know, the exact amount, but like that dude, like I know he's like getting paid, and but so he's trying to explain to me where it's like turns like you could turn your first mixtape into an NFT, and then it becomes cryptocurrency, and then goes on its own it goes into like the actual stock market or something like that, and then it goes up and down.
Well, the money is through what's it called, Ether?
Yeah, something like that.
The coin, ETH, the coin. From my understanding, I just briefly read about how it goes into the music community or whatever. But it's essentially that what the article compared it to was a limited edition, special edition vinyl record. Only say 50 exist in this blue colorway. And there's only 50 of them. So I guess you can release whatever art, be it music or an art piece, or I seen a dude was selling a meme that he created, that Ryder Rips dude.
Yeah.
He was selling a meme that he created through that. And basically you can choose the edition. So you could say, oh, it's an edition of 15. And there's 15 of them that are purchasable, and you can tokens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you could decide how much ETH you want to sell each piece for. And then I guess if the value, you own that piece, but it's owning art or a fucking collector's
in a digital space.
Yeah, or a collector's piece or some shit.
Yeah, he told me about it a while ago, but it sounded like it was a scam for Bitcoin, where it seemed like it was, I don't know, it seemed illegal. I know it's not, but when originally I was this doesn't seem real. What are you selling? It's digital versions of my. You do not just. I'm just saying everyone else. I'm how the fuck are you? What do these people get? And then you explained. I was I still don't get it, but it's a lot of people are making a lot of money.
Yeah, man, this is the kind of shit that I feel I want to get interested in, but also I'm just fucking dumb. It took me so long to get into crypto, and I barely started buying it, and I still don't understand it. But honestly, I've made a little money on crypto. Not gonna lie, not a shitload, but definitely doubled or tripled what I've put in, which is fucking sick.
They're shorting right now. I have some of it, but they're shorting the AMC stocks
I got some of that joint.
Yeah, I got some of that shit too. So
I'm waiting for that shit to hit 200-300, and then I'm gonna sell. But I mean, I made money off GameStop too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Shit,
well, I told my homie, I was bro, you
for
can
the gamers
manage it. I don't need to know everything. You can manage it and get a little percentage. If I don't have to learn it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be dumb and
I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's that hard
really, though.
I just really in my head.
Even idiots like us can fucking understand.
I hope. I'm going to try.
You should definitely just the article I read was pretty easy to understand.
Yeah.
Well, what they were telling me when it comes to music, what was going to get interesting is bro, if you sample some shit, it's because it's what is it, non-fungible or fungible or some shit? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's...
You can't take it off the cloud because it's on random other servers, so you would have to track down the people who have it on their server and ask them to take it down or whatever. So it's not Spotify or anything like that. Any of these streaming services where they own the shit, it's on their servers and they pay you a percentage, and and you're splitting the percentage across the entire platform. So those $10 from whatever billion monthly listeners or whatever, you split with Taylor Swift down to your fucking local band and shit. Yeah. So it's you get a lot less. What happens with NFT and music or similar shit, it might not be NFT, might be other stuff. What happens is that money comes directly to you.
Yeah, it's more and
it's way more money.
It's more selling a fucking actual physical piece.
Also, that lady in this movie plays that same character in every
Tia
single movie
Carrere
she's ever been in. Seems
yeah, Tia Carrere. Isn't she also in Wayne's World?
Yeah, she's the chick from Wayne's World. Party.
She's always the woman who is rich, but like doesn't want to be there, like is in trouble, like in that way. Like she's always like the rich lady.
She was in Relic Hunter. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, I thought she was like a Bond girl at one point or some shit like that.
Nah, she definitely was a True Lies. She was like super popping in the 90s.
Oh yeah, big popping.
A lot of people didn't make it out the 90s. But
man, for sure.
You know, it's crazy. There's gonna be a lot of different things. Wait till they do like this shit, like people were doing it where they could just straight up steal like your art. They could tokenize it instead of you. And somebody did it to Disney. Like I guess somebody like Disney posted a picture and then somebody, because you could tokenize people's tweets.
Yeah, we were talking about that too.
So they did it to Disney.
I'm gonna tokenize the tweet of the guy tweeting Donald Trump and being like your dad gives good brain, crazy, and then Trump replying and being like, it's called genes. It's
called genes.
I'm gonna tokenize that tweet.
That was an amazing tweet.
Get some.
What
get
did
my
he say?
coin.
He say your dad gives you brains, or what?
He said your dad gives good brain.
He
said, yeah, it's called genetics.
It's called genetics.
I missed that.
Shit. Dog, that tweet had me laughing for like a year. Who's going to tokenize Hulk Hogan, can I text you?
Oh, man.
Or
That's the one.
I think Hulk Hogan needs that right now.
What did Hulk Hogan say?
I think Hulk Hogan's on hard times right now.
He's like, I need a cup of that mud, brother.
I need a cup of that mud, brother.
I really think Hulk Hogan.
That would be a sick ass character. Is like Hulk Hogan on lean, and he's like have him with like Supreme on and like
my God,
babe
dude.
pants.
Nah, he would be chrome hearted out, bro.
He's a chrome
That's probably
guy.
that's probably what he actually wears in real life.
That's honestly, that's probably what he really wears.
Yeah.
Ed Hardy and Chrome Hearts.
Yeah.
And then dipped head to toe.
Yeah.
The funniest shit
Chrome
is
Hearts for sure. I'm like picture. I could like. It's not even hard for me to picture that right now. Like definitely on Chrome Hearts.
That's what I was gonna
right
say.
now.
He probably actually does wear that.
Out.
But I feel like he doesn't
Bumping
have money
Future.
anymore. Like I feel like he like is like.
Well, when he was in
Not
his
doing
shit,
good.
I think he came back on WWE recently, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he?
How can
he did
not be doing good, bro? Like,
Also,
they like kicked him out of like his.
so
shit.
he stopped making bread.
Yeah, they kind of kicked him off of like all syndication for
'Cause he said that
WWE.
N-word.
but he's back now, though, isn't he?
Yeah, well, maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
But then his wife probably took a lot of money and like his, was all that shit. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's fine, but I'm sure he's not doing like great.
Nah, he sued the fuck out of Gawker, bro.
Oh,
was
yeah, he
rich
probably
as
did
fuck.
get bread.
He got like he closed Gawker. He got like 70 mil.
That
out of
shit doesn't exist anymore.
Nah, it's done
Oh my
because
God.
they fucking put out the video of him
Getting-
saying the N-word.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like banging some chick. So
Damn.
I mean, it's the same, but like, yeah, Hulk Hogan off the lean, insane, dog. He should come. That should be a character on like WWF, just like a leaned out fool.
Yeah.
No, he should just like go like the route
should.
of Mike Tyson, where like he just becomes his own like character in his own like universe, But like obviously Mike Tyson's doing a lot better, but he's still Mike Tyson, like interviewing people and doing all this crazy shit. Hulk Hogan just like high as fuck, like doing whatever.
Hulk Hogan, if you ever want to come on the podcast,
Perked out.
I know you're listening.
Yeah, brother. We got a cup of that mud for you, brother.
Yo, so
do.
did I ever tell you a story when I
Podcast
met
juice.
Diamond Dallas Page?
Oh no, you got to tell it though. You did.
Yeah,
You
I
got to
think-
tell it.
Yeah.
You got
So
to.
I'm gonna tell this story, right? So like, I was backstage at this place and like a whole bunch of wrestlers
I did.
were like there was a bunch of Ric
said
Flair was there and I was like, that's really cool. And then like some other wrestler who I don't know who was, but like I guess he was like a newer person. And I was like, all right, whatever.
Was it,
but I don't know, but he was
Roman
huge.
Reigns?
He was like,
Did he have
was
a
like
tribal tattoo
he was
on his
dating,
arm?
He was dating Diamond Dallas Page's daughter or something. I think, or like whatever. He came with them. They were like to get like they were like as like a group. But then Diamond Dallas Page was there. I was like, oh my god, I'm 34, so I grew up, the WCW WWF wars.
Yeah, of course.
And
The Monday Night Wars.
yeah, and I loved it both. And I was like, yo, DDP's so sick. This is so awesome. Like, I'm fat now, but as a kid I was fat too. And I was like loving wrestling. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, woo. And then Diamond Dallas Page starts walking up to me, and I'm like, holy shit. It's Diamond Dallas Page. And he's
DDP,
coming up to me.
baby.
And I'm like, this is going to be cool. And he goes,
Talks to you about yoga for like an hour.
no, that's truly what happened. He walks up to me. He goes, I'm Diamond Dallas Page. You know who I am? I'm like, absolutely. I know.
Or he tried to get you to do yoga because he thought you were fat.
he literally said, I got this. No, he showed me this video of a dude who was like so big he was on crutches. And then the next video, like after like what he does, he was like running around on like some like, he's just running around doing all this cool shit. And he's like, this could be you, my man. you look like you really need my program.
Oh
I was
my God.
Like, man, fuck.
So fucking
I was so fucking bummed because like, man, this is like my childhood hero. Calling me fucking fat. Like, what the fuck?
Damn, he's a sicko.
DDP, man.
DDP.
I would've did it.
DDP,
Well,
Diamond Dallas Page,
he
most
gave me-
savage
well,
moments
It
compilation.
was. He gave me his phone number. Like, I have his phone number. I know
Let's
it works.
call him
He
right
t-
now and get him on
oh
the
my
pod.
God, I probably should.
We should no, we got to get drunker. We got to get drunker.
Call him back. You remember what you did to me?
Let's get him on the pod,
Yeah.
man.
Well, the video was so fucking long too, and I was like, God, I don't want to watch this fucking fat guy run on a treadmill anymore. And all of a sudden, he was like he was like walking on his hands and doing all this cool shit, and I was like, fucking, I don't care about
keep
this at
burping
all. But I was
into
like,
the mic.
yeah, me too. I'm sorry, everybody. Burping.
I don't get
a lot.
how like fools when they get into
shit's-
fitness, that's all they want to talk about.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
like
what I'm saying? Like, bro, I get it's your hobby, man, but no one
It's
wants
a
to fucking
personality
constantly
trait.
fucking
It's like
talk about it.
I equate it to like the guy that gets a Tesla and it becomes his personality.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
yeah.
the guy that gets
The
a Tesla
Tessie
and
boys.
everywhere he goes, he's like, yeah, I just got this Tesla. You know, every conversation
That's
leads
like-
back to the Tesla, and
That's
every Instagram post
Tesla.
features the Tesla.
That's working
know a
out.
guy.
Working out for sure. Workout people are like that. Keto people are like that.
Keto. as a
Recovering
personality.
people are like that real
Oh,
hard.
for
Recovering
sure,
people
yeah.
are like good for you if you're
That
in
makes
recovery for
sense.
sure. But like recovering, like because that's like a big part of
That
your
makes
thing.
more sense,
Yeah,
though.
like I get that, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
you're in recovery. You talk about recovery a lot.
Oh, yeah.
which is cool. Like
It's
good for
something
you.
you got to keep,
But, yeah.
keep in your mind, I
Yeah.
think.
That
Whereas,
one I don't mind as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're bettering yourself, but you know if someone's in
Yeah.
recovery, you're hearing about recovery.
Well,
Yeah.
they don't get it like they don't get as preachy. They
Yeah.
just like telling you about it,
Yeah.
which I'm cool with because it's like you need that because they
Yeah.
want that reassurance.
For sure.
It's like, yo, and they'll be like, oh yeah, well, actually I've been like such and such days sober. And so,
Yeah.
oh hey, cool,
Cool,
bro,
good for you.
But
Yeah, no
fitness
shade,
fools
no
will be
shade,
like,
no shade on recovery. I'm just saying, we're just talking about things that like people like.
yeah, become a
talk about
personality
lot.
trait.
It's like the
I mean,
personality.
veganism.
vegan
fitness fools though.
fitness. Oh my god,
Vegan
like,
fools and fitness fools will be like, bro, you really need to stop eating so many fucking carbs, bro. You need to stop drinking beer, bro. You need to start doing
Dude,
yoga,
yeah.
bro. Like, just
I
shut
mean,
the
the
fuck up.
worst ones are weed people. Like the weed ones, man. You're like,
Weed is a personality
yeah,
for
like
sure.
some people don't know how to do like any like normal function thing, and then they know every chemical strain of this. Like, how are you like a scientist? Like
But
you're like
you have
you can't do
nothing
nothing
else.
else. So like I'm
Nothing
like
else
not saying
going on.
not saying that's like people who smoke weed are like that, but like some fools are like that, and everyone knows that one person who's like doesn't function at all as a person, but then they're like, I know every chemical strain of weed times
Yeah.
1,000. And they're like, what the
Bin
fuck?
Laden
yeah.
Kush.
Laden Kush, you got that 3-6 Mafia song.
Nah,
I love that song.
This fool Bam Margera has been having
Bin Laden Kush.
further meltdowns, but he was hanging. You know, you remember Compton ass Terry?
Yeah.
Terry Kennedy.
Bro, he's
He-
many. Have you ever seen his IG?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
So-
just as crazy as his. Like, I don't know. I've been hitting the Long Beach homie, like, bro, what's going on with him?
Yeah.
But he's like, he's just like doing him. He's like, I don't even think he's doing drugs or anything. He's just like, he just be kicking it with weird motherfuckers.
Yeah,
It's
there's
crazy
like
shit.
he did this podcast called The Nine Club, and it's just like this. I think I showed
Yeah,
you
yeah.
with the episode with Andy Royful, but they had Terry Kennedy on there, and it was pretty wild. But yeah, Bam Margera was hanging out with Terry Kennedy recently, and he's like, yeah, you smoking that Bin Laden weed, huh?
The Bin Laden.
And he was like, yeah, you ordered like 11 burritos and didn't eat any of them, and then you left the oven on all night.
What the fuck?
I guess he was trying to make a frozen pizza after ordering 11 burritos and not
We've all
eating
been there.
any of them.
Oh yeah,
We've all been there.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
We've all been
I
there.
remember I've been so drunk once that I ordered all these pizzas and I got the pizzas but this is like I didn't even know I was like eating a pizza and I was so fucking shitty drunk thinking that I ordered way more food, but I didn't even know I was eating the pizza. Complaining to an automated text from like Uber Eats, being like, "Your delivery's coming." I was like, "Where the fuck's my stupid order?" And
you were eating. You
I
like
was
had
eating the pizza.
He had
I called the store. I was like,
You're a
"Where's my shit?"
maniac,
Like, you
bro.
dropped it off, and I was like,
This motherfucker's
He had a
mean,
slice
bro.
of pizza in his hand,
I
texting.
truly was chewing on pizza. I was like, oh my
Texting
god, what the
Postmates
fuck?
like, where
That's
the fuck
fucking
is my
sick.
pizza?
And it wasn't even like it was just an automated thing. It was like,
One time, me and
That
the homie
fucking
got.
rules. Arguing with automated.
That's how fucked
Do you
up
ever
I was.
Do do like the customer service shit for like maybe like your internet bill or some shit, and it just puts you in a chat with like a robot.
Oh yeah,
dude.
it's fucking gnarly.
Dude, one time me and the homie were getting fucking loaded, and he's like, go to McDonald's. He had just like recently got out of like prison, or not prison. He had got out of county, and he started getting all buff. He was vegan before, and he started eating meat. So he like forced me to go to McDonald's at the end of the night. Yeah. And he ordered like, I kid you not, like fucking 4 fish fillets.
Oh man.
And in the fucking morning, at the end of the day, I like woke up, and he had passed out with like his pants unbuttoned and just had literally like fish fillets all over his body. Just like didn't even eat them. Just like he ate a couple of them, was just like
you should have did that shit.
Out.
You should have did that shit. Put a fish fillet through the zipper of his pants and then wake him up and snip it off.
Oh, that's
that. Did you see that video?
Video.
Fucking funny.
That shit was so funny.
I would have socked that one.
Dude, he was like, oh.
Oh my god, dude! Think about that, man.
Yeah,
like,
that
like
scary as hell.
You met that one crazy dude. They're like, "Fuck, cut your dick off, go nuts." Like, dude, you hear those stories.
I woke up with a
there's a lot of
once.
questions that need to be answered with that video, though. Like, so they came up, unzipped that dude's pants, and put
the weenie
hot dog in there.
How was he not awake through that? Like, how do you not?
I
think it might be fake.
Nah, it was real because his reaction was real as hell, dog. He must have been super
I bet his shit
out.
was just unzipped, and they just slid it in there.
Mm-hmm.
That also happened.
Yeah, that could be true. He just like had his.
You get too drunk, you forget to zip your shit up.
He got XYZ'd.
What are those dudes just?
What was that when people would say?
Yeah, why are they behind the glass?
When people would point out that your fly was down, they'd be like XYZ. That's what they would say. Yeah. XYZ.
XYZ.
Dog,
XYZ.
That's me too. Like my shit's always blown out. My zippers are done, bro.
Being hammered is fucking sick. It's honestly like
it leads to.
I was talking about this the other day. Would you rather have a hangover for half the day or have the spins at night?
Hangover half the day.
Hangover.
I never get the spins anymore. It's like
remember when you get the spins?
It happened to me not that long ago, and I was like, "Whoa!"
That's when you. When you get the spins, you're like those. That's when you make the deal with people. You're like, "I'll never drink again. Save me."
Oh, you for sure you start drinking the next day.
And then you gotta like that's the point. You gotta just like throw up when you have the spins, and then it's still.
Otherwise, it's all night.
Doesn't necessarily help either. But yeah, that's the crazy shit is when you get this
water.
Yeah, when you get the spins and you like can't stay in one position in bed. Yeah. So it's like you're on your right side, and then you're like, oh fuck, I feel crazy, and then you go on your back, and then you're like looking at the ceiling and it's going around in circles, and you're like, oh fuck, this sucks. You go on your other side, and you're like, oh man.
Yeah, that's when I make the deals. Yeah.
That night that when you guys played out in like fucking at Chain Reaction, I went with you and then we went to downtown Disney. Remember when we went to that tiki bar?
Yeah.
Like, and then like I fucking had already drank Hennessy before, and then we went to this tiki bar and I drank like the nastiest Mai Tai style. Like they tasted so disgusting. It was like pure liquor. And then I drank more Hennessy. And then like when I went home, I like fucking just tried to go to sleep and was like, all right, I'm gonna just sleep through the spins. I like woke up at 6 a.m. and just like yacked like immediately. But that's the thing is like if you don't yak in like as soon as you get to spins, you finna yak when you wake up, bro. It's like clockwork, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of 90s movies, they really use the eye patch a lot in 90s movies.
The eye patch kind of signifies evil.
Yeah. It's like you're the hard ass.
Yeah. Is it just like kind of like maybe you think it's like, oh, this person had like a dark past. Like,
that one dude was really hot in the 90s too. Like that. I don't know who he is, but that guy with the curly hair.
Tom Arnold?
No, not Tom Arnold.
Guy?
Yeah, curly hair. He never had a major role. He was always like the background guy, but he was like the background guy in like 80s, 90s movies.
He was always the tech guy.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. You know why? It's because we like kind of connected to like pirates. I think of pirates, yeah.
Yeah, I think it maybe just signifies a dark past.
Who fucking even has eye patches anymore? Like,
I don't
you ever
know.
see a guy with an eye patch anymore? That used to be way more
rare.
I've seen it around.
I mean, you do see eye patches, but I do notice them when they come around.
People get like those 3D printed eyeballs now. We're in the future, actually.
3D printed eyeballs.
You remember Lorraine Bobbitt or whatever was that guy? Bobbitt, the guy who got his dick cut off and she threw it out the window.
And then they attached
They
it.
found it and they reattached it.
That's crazy.
Nowadays, they would just be like, fuck the dick. We'll just make him new dick. We'll fucking give him a 3D printed dick.
Out of like the Pillsbury croissant. Wait, the Pillsbury croissant dough.
It's just like, you know how you have to twist it? They just twist it. The dick comes out. They reattach it. Man, speaking of like, as we're getting all into these topics, I had to tell my mom not to listen to the podcast.
She wanted to?
Yeah, I was like, no, you're not going to fucking listen to this podcast.
I feel like my mom's probably listening. So what's up, Mom?
I wonder if she's going to turn evil. I feel like she's like no, she's, I don't know. I don't think 90s movies had like sneaky evil.
You're one of those fools that like just wants to know the plot before you watch it, huh?
No, not at all. Not at all. I wouldn't like, if I could hear it and like watch them, I'm just tuning in.
Do you want me to ruin it?
No.
Okay.
It's a moot,
I'm not gonna.
It's a moot point because we're only doing audio for this one, so people have no idea what we're.
This is my favorite aspect.
Let's try to stay away from the movie a little bit.
This is like, I don't know,
viewers. It is part of it, but
viewers, do you like being confused?
I just feel like when someone randomly segues from a topic to
like the TV, it's like so confusing. For like somebody.
I love it though.
I love it too because normally we're watching like Baywatch, and it's always some random bullshit going on in Baywatch. Like it's like some dude that's just like, I'm gonna kill myself, and he like does a flip and falls into the water.
No, you guys, we got like Mystery Science Theater 3000 this, where you say like, hey, push play on the movie right now.
Well, yeah, we're just
and listen to us.
Oh
put it on your headphones
with the audio.
Watch it.
We'll do it like they did Pink Floyd.
Yeah, exactly.
With Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that as a kid?
I hated Pink Floyd. I never liked them. I'd rather. I think it's a cool
How do you
concept.
rather die than?
I was one of the people. I'm still to this day. I don't like Pink Floyd. I don't like Led Zeppelin. I
hate Led
Zeppelin.
Wow.
I don't like the Beatles.
Zeppelin.
You better not say Black Sabbath, bro.
No, Black Sabbath's tight.
Yeah, okay.
I like the Beatles. I do not like Led Zeppelin. Pink Floyd, I'm in the middle.
I just can't get. There was that band where I was like, that was the turning point. I think that was for me.
Where do you stand?
I like Pink Floyd. I think Zeppelin's okay.
He doesn't have a mic.
He doesn't have a mic. Jeff says he likes Pink Floyd and he thinks Led Zeppelin's okay. Okay, sorry.
I hate Led Zeppelin.
Well, no,
I'm going to talk about Led Zeppelin.
It was just that turning point in my friend group where like we were all into punk and like hardcore and shit, and then two of them got into Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and like
they transitioned
Wookiee music, where they're like into like
those guys.
They became those guys, and I was like,
they transitioned.
Like, yeah, I was like, let's play the Exploited, and they're like, no, man, have you heard Dark Side of the Moon? I'm like,
did they start? Did this coincide with like some sort of like? Started using psychedelic drugs and smoking a lot of pot.
Well, they all started. Yeah, they all started. They was like,
I think
they're like, yeah, let's listen to this now, and I'm like, I don't want to hear. Like, I don't care.
I think that's like why me and my friends started listening to Pink Floyd and doing shit like linking up Wizard of Oz with Dark Side of the Moon because we were high and stupid.
You'd watch the movies and stuff like that, like the cartoon or whatever that they had, and like
the Wall.
The Wall and Yellow
That shit was kind of sick.
Yeah, like back when I'd smoke weed or like whatever, I'd be like, cool, yeah, it's visually cool, but still, like, sonically, I still hated the music. I just couldn't get into it.
I love Pink Floyd, and definitely first time hearing Pink Floyd was smoking weed with my cousins.
Yeah,
but
that's like, the trigger.
I never became that guy. I never became those guys that sit in the quad and like play. Quad. They bring acoustic guitars and shit, and they're constantly trying to play like
from the quad,
fucking Stairway to Heaven or some other fucking lame Led Zeppelin song. By the way, Led Zeppelin fucking sucks, man.
I don't like them, dude.
I'm saying there's like some bands where I'm just like, I can't do.
That's another personality trait.
Fucking bullshit.
Is being like a Led Zeppelin guy.
Rock, for sure.
Like one of those, like,
being like a classic rock guy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Becomes your identity.
Fools only rocking like you're rocking Led Zepp or fucking like the Who shirts every day. Like, and it's always like the lamest,
like the Walmart ones where they're not even like cool like
Target,
bootlegs. Yeah, like cool
the
bootleg
Target
ones.
graphic tee.
Yeah, the Target graphic tees. I mean, that's chill. But
I thought it was.
It ain't me. Yeah.
AC/DC rips. I think like the Rolling Stones are fucking fire. I love Rolling Stones.
I just got in Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones took me a minute, but I love them. Yeah, they're awesome.
They fucking rock. I love that they sing about getting fucked up.
I love Bob Seger so much. Like, it's crazy how
I
much
want to get into Bob
Seger.
Seger. That's like some
I'm
good
gonna show you. I'm
American
gonna show you.
rock.
I'm gonna show you some
Yeah, well,
songs.
after the podcast, we're gonna have to start bumping some Bob Seger out
Seger,
up in
yeah.
this bitch.
Bob Seger goes hard.
You know, nah, but for real, the Stones, they got fucking
They got really
bangers.
Cool. Yeah,
bro.
they have
Like,
really good songs.
like just straight up. It sounds hip. Like, cause I used to listen to like not Pink Floyd, like the Beatles. They have fire songs, but it's like mad kind of like nerdy.
yeah, like Rolling Stones, like
You know what I
Rolling
mean?
Stones, are like the cool like
Yeah.
version of them. Like,
Yeah.
they're like okay, like Beatles are like nerds, and then like the Rolling Stones are like bad boys. Like
Rolling
as corny
Stones
as
did
that to say.
coke and heroin, and we're just like banging.
I'm pretty sure the Beatles did that as
fighting
well.
people. Well, you know what?
Yeah, but they're like, do you know who's a
I
lot
don't know
tougher
about
than you think
fighting
they are?
people.
Is Oasis.
Nah, the Beatles.
Oh yeah,
too.
those dudes
Oh,
are
I'm sure-
fucking.
I'm sure.
Don't they fight each other on stage?
Yeah, they're like
Where are they
Oasis
from?
is, like England. I don't know.
No,
what
you
part.
don't know where.
I don't know, like, what part.
Manchester, or something?
Manchester,
or
yeah.
Glasgow.
But like they're
or
like
something?
badass fucking dudes. Like Oasis is way like tough
They're
ass
fucking
dudes. Yeah.
fire. Bro, I
That
love
documentary
Oasis.
about them is sick.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
for
I
sure.
see.
Hell yeah.
The homie put
On
him
Netflix.
into perspective.
Check
He
it
was
out.
like, you would think like the fucking the Beatles were like the pretty boys and the Stones were like the bad boys. But he was like, nah, it's the flip side. He was like, the Stones are from London, fool. The fucking Beatles were from Birmingham. It's like a steel town. It's just poor as
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
hard and like just like brick buildings and like shit there and like.
So the Beatles were with the shits.
They were with the shits, yeah. But probably, like, I bet you if, like, the Stones and the Beatles were to fight, the Beatles would probably win.
It's the
sure,
hot take
bro.
of the night.
Who's throwing the most critical hands in the Beatles? You think?
It's like
who
The
has
drummer, probably the drummer.
For sure,
Ringo? You think
Ringo,
Ringo's-
I think Ringo might be the hardest of them all. He'd probably,
Ringo just
I don't know why.
fucking-
I just feel like he'd be like with it. He'd be like,
Fucking
"No,
Ringo
this is
fucking
my
pulls
shit.
up.
Ugh."
fucking just
pulls up.
brass knuckles to fucking what's his name?
Those
Yeah.
fools would have been all
can't think
doped
of it.
out, just like, ooh.
Mick Jagger.
Just drunk as shit.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Who?
Keith, I feel like Keith Richard could probably
yeah.
get. Keith Richard seems like a dirty fighter. He'd have like a knife or something.
He'd have
like,
a knife.
yeah, like an ice pick. It wouldn't even be a knife. It'd be like an
Yeah,
ice pick
ice
or
pick.
something like.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so dirty.
Yeah, yeah,
Some
a
dirty
screwdriver,
dopey shit.
rusty screwdriver.
yeah.
Yeah, that's some
That's
dirty
fucking
dopey
sick.
shit.
I like imagining like shit like that.
Yeah,
you
who
know?
would really go hard? yeah.
Yeah, dude. I honestly always think about like what bands would win over what
Like
bands and
celebrity
shit, like-
deathmatch type shit.
Dude, when you get into like the fucking music shit and you start finding out who's really with the shits, it's like so funny. It's never who you think it is,
Yeah,
bro.
like when I heard Oasis was tough, I'm like, that's crazy. They sing Wonderwall, and you're like, and you're like, they finally like beat up whole bars, and they're like,
Yeah,
do it for fun.
people from England are a totally different breed, man.
Oh yeah,
Like
they really
yeah.
do fight. They're like New Yorkers.
It's not
Yeah.
no pussy shit over
They're
there.
like New
dude.
Yorkers. New Yorkers, they fight. They're
In
down to
America,
fight.
people just shoot each other. In fucking in the UK, you gotta
really have hands.
get creative.
Yeah, you got hands.
No, and they fight for fun, bro. Like they'll just fucking like start punching each other.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
boys
England homies?
out in
Yeah.
London are fucking wild.
Bro, that night I was like telling you, I was like, bro, what's with this guy? I feel like he was trying to instigate me to fight him. Remember I was telling you, I was like, yo, I'm about to fight this motherfucker. dog.
Yeah.
But it was all cool. It's just how they are. You know what I mean? Like,
I was
just,
gonna say I don't think he was trying to instigate shit, but he's
Yeah.
just kind of
the thing
It's just
is,
for fun, and then when
he's
they're done,
abrasive.
they're like, all right, then you win or you lose.
Yeah,
and then you go
and then
home
you're
and
just like, whatever.
Have a good one, you know.
the thing is in LA is, and this is the problem is like why we always clash with people from New York too, is like the disrespectful, like speaking disrespectful shit is not cool to us. It's like something as simple as calling somebody a weirdo is like very like a deep offense in fucking
New
LA.
York.
Or a bitch. Like
Yeah.
if you call someone a bitch here, it's lit. Like we're fucking getting down off rip. But like in New York, them fools will be like, oh, you know, we're homies or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, suck my dick. You know what I mean? Or some shit like that'll be like some crazy shit. I feel like English fools are like that too. Like they're
Yeah.
mad. He was saying mad rude shit or shit that I didn't. This is the thing. I'm ignorant, and he was saying shit I didn't understand.
You
So
were
it
just
was
like,
making
it
me
sent your mind
upset.
into a frenzy.
Yeah. So then I was like, look, I don't
He's saying some
understand
shit
what
I don't
you're
even
saying to me.
understand. Fuck you.
You're saying
Yeah, it
shit
doesn't-
I don't understand, so I'm gonna take it as offense. Like in 40 Year Old Virgin, where Kevin Hart was like, I don't understand what you're saying, so I'm gonna take it as offense. So I was
Yeah.
like, what's his deal? But later I was just like, oh, he's cool. That's just how those fools are, you know what I mean? Because they get into fist fights so casually.
Yeah, and they just do it for,
They just do it for
they do it
fun.
for like soccer, like football matches, and they're like, oh, let's.
British people are like the drunkest, most belligerent, and like down to fight people on earth. Probably like it's so crazy because like the opposite, Australians are just belligerent. They don't fight.
It comes down to like,
they
I
not?
think in like
They only
America,
fight.
I think in
They're
America
nice.
it's like way more scary to fight because like,
Oh, you don't know who has
you don't know
what.
who's got guns or this. Like if you knew it was just like one-on-one or like your friends and your other friend or like another rival group just having like just like punching each other a little bit, and if like someone gets like the worst that happens, you get knocked out and you wake up and boom boom. But like usually it'd be like, but now it's like, oh okay, I'm gonna get stabbed or shot or like over there. It doesn't seem like people are like kicking you in the head when you're knocked out and like like shit like that. It just seems like okay. You get into like,
do it,
you know.
do it. I want to taste that. He's pouring tequila in a fucking into White Claw right now. We're gonna see where it goes. But no, I agree.
It's a scientific experiment.
You just know what you're getting into. It's like it's not. I mean, it's like as corny as this. It's like good old fashioned like. All right, you know, I know what I'm getting myself into. No one's gonna break a bottle and stab me. Or I mean, I'm sure it happens. Like, I mean, I know they carry knives over in London a lot, but it's like that's on like different shit. But like,
but if you go to a pub, it's just a fight.
It's just a fight. Yeah. Like if you're like selling drugs or whatever, I'm sure you're gonna
Have
get
you watched
knifed or
Top
whatever.
Boy?
I love Top Boy.
I've
You've
seen like a
really
few
seen it?
seasons of it, but like
It's like in
knives
that,
over there are crazy.
It's like I remember like at the like fucking like the peak of the season, it's like one of them gets a gun, it's like whoa, like that's crazy.
Yeah, if you have a gun over there,
you're
you're the realest deal there is. Like if you have a gun, that's you're the
like,
fucking
hey, bruv.
You're the killer.
Hey, bro. Hey, bruv, I'm gonna clap you, bruv.
But my friends are all telling me that they don't even really report on it that much. But like they it's knives, like everybody acid
attacks,
acid. They throw acid on. Like my friend, like he's from like South London or someplace, and he was telling me, he's like, hey, if you see any of these bottles a club, because it holds the acid, they don't burn through it. So it's like you better run away from them because they'll just throw acid on you. That's crazy, huh?
I know. I almost feel like I'd rather get shot.
Yeah, I don't want to get no acid thrown on me.
Acid
Fuck
or
that.
I wouldn't even want to be stabbed or just like blast me, fool. Like
I would much rather 100% rather be shot than stabbed.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I always
don't
think
shoot
about
me.
that.
Don't quote me on. I don't want any of that shit to happen to me. But I would much rather be.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Don't fucking shoot or fucking stab at him.
If you want to go down, let's just fight. Yeah,
Give him
fight.
Him kisses.
Give him sweet, tender kisses. Tuck him in at night with some
Like
warm
Lil Pump.
warm milk and cookies.
Yeah.
Give him the.
But for real, like, if you got acid thrown on you, that shit would suck.
Fucking
You'll
would
get
suck
dismembered.
So much.
dude.
You'll get
Why can't they
dismembered.
just pour tequila in your mouth instead? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's-
Like it's like when you go to Rosarito and
This
they
guy
have
is
That's what I was
out of
gonna say.
water.
That's what they all did here in Mexico. They shoot a water gun of tequila,
tequila in your mouth and shit. They do that shit where they spin you around and shit.
Yeah. They make you all dizzy. That's so tight.
It
So
is
this
kind of
guy
rock.
is- They're like
goofy.
rolling through this on like a moped, and
And he is
He's got a
on
he's on a horse
Arnold
with a gun, with like a little
Schwarzenegger.
6-shooter.
Because I want to be a cowboy, baby.
The top lid
How
back
is
in the sun.
Kid Rock a cowboy?
He's not. He's rich. I just found out he was rich. Like
Kid
when
Rock's
he
rich,
grew
rich.
up rich.
Oh, really?
Nah, I found out that his fucking dad and everything. You know how he ran away from home? He ran away from like a good home and then stayed in the ghetto with all these like black fools and shit, and then just like became a hip hop artist. And now he's like some weird like
Trump guy.
conservative Trump
QAnon?
guy. Yeah,
Is he in
QAnon
Q?
guy.
Well, the last thing I heard about Trump was when not Trump. The last thing I heard about Kid Rock was when he got
I haven't tried it.
when he got all drunk and was like talking shit on Oprah.
Oh, yeah, what a fucking idiot.
Yeah, and then he was just like, that's the last thing I've heard of Kid Rock. Like he was on. You remember when
not
Kid
bad.
Rock was truly on top of the world? Like,
Yeah.
he
Remember-
was like
Yeah.
the hottest dude in like.
He was big, like
He's huge.
that era
Huge.
of music was like it was like all the pop stars like Britney and NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and then the other hand was like Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, Korn.
Yeah, but even he
You know?
surpassed all that, and then he became like the American
someone-
guy. He was
and
like
then-
the American.
Well,
Kid
beyond
Rock
that,
dude.
yeah. But in the middle was Blink-182.
Yeah.
Remember when
Um,
fucking Tommy Lee and Kid Rock fucking got down at the music awards
Over
over
Pam Anderson? That's badass.
That shit was badass, dude.
I'll go to war for her.
Fuck yeah, I love when white folks get down.
I'd go to war for Pam
Award
Anderson.
shows. Award shows were like MTV award show was like used to be sick.
Bud Light rocks. It's like I used to call it Baisa water.
Yeah, it's just
Because when I used to be one of them dudes when I first turned like 21, I was like 21, 22. I used to only drink like Stone beer and like IPAs.
Scone?
Yeah, like
Scone
Me too,
beer?
dude. Me
arrogant
too.
bastard.
Yeah,
all that
shit. Like,
arrogant. Stone.
The beard beers. Where like beards have
beers.
the
IPA.
Yeah. And then like hold on.
We both have beards.
You guys do
me.
have
Well, I'm
beards.
shaving.
No, I started
I'm not.
working at some spot.
You look good though.
Thank you.
And
You look like Kurt Cobain a little bit.
don't say that.
Everyone says that
You look
to
like
me,
Kurt
but
Cobain.
I
Kurt
get
Cobain.
Kurt Cobains from drinking my cup.
You look like Kurt Cobains.
That's who I want to look like. Fucking yeah. People say I look like Kurt Cobains from drinking my cup fame.
Nice.
Or Jesus Christ, which is weird. My
the blood in my cup.
my
drink
clapback
thing.
is how do you know what Jesus looked like? Okay, fucking Jesus was a black man. That's my
Whoa.
hot take for tonight.
I would say he'd probably be an Arab. Dude.
Yeah. He was brown skinned. Don't put me in a box. Okay?
I'm not putting you in a box, dog.
I'm
I'm not putting baby in a box.
I'm gonna punch my way out of that box. Okay.
Finish your story about the price of water.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I just gave up.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, man. It's not that interesting, and I'm kind of drunk. But anyways, like, what happened was I was fucking working at this spot, and then, like, I was one of them fools that was, like, IPAs only. And then...
You were probably getting washed.
I was.
Oh, dude, I'd puke every night when I go out. When I
Yeah.
turn 21.
My coworkers were fucking, like, they would drink on the job or, like, outside of the job. Like, literally, I'd walk outside, and these fools would just be drinking Bud Lights. And I was like... Why do you like drinking Bud Light so fucking much, dog? Like, that shit is shit. It's water. And then the dude was like, that's exactly why. Because it's water. He was like, it's like a good maintenance beer.
Yeah.
You drink that shit. He was like, you drink that shit before and after. And it just like keeps you steady. And I was like, damn, this shit changed my perspective on that shit.
Well, and it's like it reminds you of like when you were he has nothing to live for anymore. He's just walking down the
Oh, he don't care no more.
yeah. He's just sad and walking.
He found
down.
out his wife's cheating on him.
Damn.
Who?
Arnold.
He needs a can of Bud Light. I feel like Bud Light just peps me up so much.
Well, yeah, me too. I get revved up on that stuff. You know, I
You
do.
can
I
drink
love
21 Bud Lights and just wake up fine the next
it. Yeah,
day.
absolutely.
It's fucking awesome.
It hydrates you at the same
But,
time.
It really does. It's better than Gatorade. If
And
you
it
drink
just
Bud
reminds
Light,
me. It reminds
Has
me of like when you used to
electrolytes?
it
steal.
has electrolytes.
It reminds me you used to like steal beer from like your parents' friends, or like your parents,
yeah,
or
Bud
something
Light.
like that. Or like you steal from the grocery store or something like that. It'd always be like one of those like light beers, right? It just
Or it'd
reminds
be
me of,
like natty
beer.
light
Yeah.
or something.
Like I
That's
love
why-
just like that taste of beer.
I also
beer
don't
rocks.
understand
Hell yeah,
why
dude.
It does. Actually.
why were
Yeah,
me
I
and
love
my
light
friends
beer.
doing beer runs as teens and getting natty light. Like we could have gotten anything we wanted.
Oh man, I used to run into grocery stores and we'd all just steal like
Storm out.
One person might get caught, but you ain't gonna catch us all. And then when you learn that they can't follow you outside the store,
It's game
oh,
over.
it's game over. You're running. Like I was like, I was.
The no chase
I
policy.
yeah, I
dude.
was. I mean, as
We
someone
salute
who,
you.
Well, I was 20. I was 21 years old as a legal drinking age. And,
That's going to be the name of this
Yeah.
episode. No chase policy.
Yes, yeah. So I was legal. I was legally doing everything.
Yo, did you feel at the time that if you got cheaper beer, it'd be a lighter sentence if you got
yeah, that is true.
That's good.
The cheaper the beer, the lesser time you'll have to do in jail. In
My friends-
federal,
my
in
friends
federal
fucking-
prison.
My friends snitched on me when they got caught stealing in Walmart. They were stealing CD players, and like
Oh man,
obviously
they
like
folded on you.
yeah, obviously like I was a young man, but like I was totally involved in the scam. But like we were like I was outside. And like my friends would like throw like CD players over the wall at the when like you go buy flowers in a Walmart and they had that little outside area.
yeah.
So they bring all these like portable CD players out there and we just huck them over the thing and then we go over there catching it and then like my friends got caught inside and like me and my other friends were outside. We grabbed them all and when they got caught and shit, they're all sleeping over at my house. They all folded. They all called my parents. Like it was like all the parents were calling my house. I was so pissed.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
That's very
You
fucked
feel
up.
like the ending of Goodfellas?
Oh yeah. Everyone was snitching. All snitched on me. Then all the parents came over and like my because they were calling. They're like, "Can you come?" My parents were like, "Cool." They're like. My one friend who was like in like the office of the Walmart was like calling my mom to like come get him, and I was like, "Fuck, dude! Now I got to answer for this shit. I could have gotten away with this."
Yeah, and you could have gotten all the CD players too. And
Dude, we just left them there.
That's fucked.
I panicked, full blown panic mode, and that ended my stealing career.
You could have had
That's
all.
an awesome story.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I love those kind of stories, man. I didn't used to steal, but I used to do a lot of dumbass shit. A lot of dumbass shit.
I used to do dumb stuff that was like in my head. Like when you were younger, it's just
makes
funny.
a good sense.
Yeah,
it makes a good sense. It makes good sense when you're young.
Yeah, when you're a kid, like, you're not gonna get in trouble for this. And then you find out it's like a full blown felony.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, but it's something crazy. It's
like some doing some wild ass trespassing or some shit.
It's like
you find out it's like some real serious.
Yeah, you'd be like in fucking jail for a long ass time if you did something stupid like that. Like
if you're like over 18.
Yeah, we used to, for fun, like, my friend grew up in this, like, development. Like, he was, like, one of the first houses there. And, like, we'd, like, sleep over there. And at night, we'd sneak out. And, like, we'd, like, go. We always knew that no one was in these houses. So we'd just go into the developments, like, the houses and just walk around, like, fuck around in them and, like, drink and shit.
Windows
but, shit like that. And then, like, you find out, like, that's, like, serious fucking offense. Like, like, breaking into houses and shit.
Me and my friends used to go into an abandoned Kmart and we would just go in there and just smash, like, all the refrigerators and, like, just fuck everything. I think we reached the statute of limitations on that one. But
yeah, now, I'm sure y'all fine now, but it's like, but dude, like, back in the day, I don't think kids would do that stuff anymore.
That shit's over with, dude. It's funny because there was an abandoned Kmart over here too in like Lasso Park, like over off like San Fernando. Yeah. You know where that Goodwill used to be a Kmart. And back in the day, me and the homies,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I never went in there, but the homies used to go all the fucking time. It was like where the street punks would go. Like they would either go down to Frogtown and like kick it in the river, or you would go to fucking
that's like
the Kmart and break in and drink inside there.
Our shit was kind of the same. That's was
funny. It's like
either
some Fallout shit.
We would go hang out in this like storm drain thing, or we would kick it.
What? Hold on, back. Storm drain thing. You were like kicking it and fucking run off and shit.
Yeah. Like it was.
Explain this shit.
it was like behind. So every Friday night. This is so dumb. When I was like in middle school, every Friday night, all the punk kids would convene at this fucking Wendy's. Like, you know that you might know on Beach and Imperial in La Habra. Yep. They would convene at this Wendy's right there, and it was like there was like a movie theater and like a 24-hour fitness. But in the back, like everyone would convene at the Wendy's and then kind of break off and do their own thing. But there's behind there was like a movie theater and a 24-hour fitness, and behind there was like a storm runoff drain, and you would just go through this, like someone cut the fence open, and then we would just go down there and just kick it and drink and do whatever.
That's badass.
Do you remember when like we're all the same? We're all around the same age.
Yeah.
Where it's like you used to like go to one meetup spot that like and just hope that people would be there.
This was like pre like cell phones and shit.
You just
There was like beginning of cell phones.
That was like me in Minneapolis. There was this park in the college, like on campus when you're like, I was like, 13, 14.
Yeah.
You just walk there and just hope that there'd be like
your friends would
be there and be like, there'd be like maybe 2 or 3 of them or like one person you didn't like and like shit, but you still got to wait for your other friends. It was so fucking ridiculous.
No, that's pretty much how it was. Everyone would go to that Wendy's though, but you'd have to get there like early enough because everyone would convene there and then break off into smaller groups and do whatever. But
remember calling people on the phone?
Well, yeah,
I was just talking about.
I was gonna say outside of the Wendy's, there was a payphone. So if you didn't know, like you could call the payphone and we would like random people would answer it, and then you'd be like, oh, like this so and so, like. Okay, I was just checking if fools were like down there chilling or whatever. It's super weird.
Dog, that's so funny. I was talking about this shit. You like call your homie's pad and shit, and if they didn't answer, you'd have to walk over there to see if they were there and like find out why they didn't answer and shit. It's so fucking crazy. Like calling fools from payphones is wild. I was just telling this story like on Twitter about how like I went to the smell. I went to go try and see Dystopia, and I didn't have a fucking cell phone in my ride. Like, they were going to try and come to the show, but they're like, we're going to come in later. And, like, the shit sold out. So it was like, damn, it's a dub because that was my ride, Like, they're not going to be able to fucking come in. So I had to use a landline in the venue, like a fucking phone, and then call my fucking mom, who then like relayed the message to my sister, and then they like came pick me up and shit. And they called like the fucking phone in the people were like clowning me. I was like 14. People were like clowning me because I was like,
like they're like, mom's
I
on the
they're
phone.
like, yeah, it was
Andre,
just
your
funny
mom's
as
on the
hell.
phone.
Dude,
But see, that shit's funny because you don't ever have to deal with any of that kind of shit anymore.
I had a story like that when I was younger. I went and saw. I was 15, and it was a 16 plus show, and it was a Stiff Little Fingers, and like,
Stiff little finger.
dude,
How
I
do you
love.
prove?
Dude, they're
How
so
do you
good.
prove that you're 16?
You can't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, bro,
Unless you have your license.
You have to
that's
have,
what I'm
like, an
saying.
ID.
I mean, now looking back, like it's fucking dumb. That,
Yeah, but anyways,
but it's because you could like sell, or maybe I'm probably. It was
I've
probably
been to
18
shows
plus,
like
right?
that
Yeah,
too, but I
16,
can't
yeah.
remember how you would.
Yeah, it was some weird. I don't know. Maybe it was just like maybe I was just too good of like following the rules person. Like, oh my god, I am 15. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. But
anyways, it was like one of those like weird like plus shows, and I was too young to get in. Anyways, so this guy, me and my friends we're all too young to get in, but one of my friends could drive. It had to have been an 18 plus show. I don't know why I said 16, but
they do
we used to do
exist,
16 plus shows,
yeah,
but
they
for
do
some reason,
exist.
they had to probably been 18 plus. So I'll just retract that because my one friend would have went in because he drove us and he would have bailed on us for sure. But so my friend drives us, and this one dude comes up to us. He's much older. He's like, "I can get you in through the back." We're like, "Cool, sick. We'll go through the back. See this? You know, I want to see his band so bad." And then we go back there, and he just robs us. He's like, all right,
Oh,
make it.
shit.
Yeah, straight up. He was like, I'm making you just give me all your money, blah blah blah. We're like,
Whoa.
fuck. So it was like really intense. Like when I was younger, like nothing crazy
Damn.
happened, but like he pulled a knife, and we're like, shit, dude, like this,
That ain't
fuck,
cool.
this sucks. And so we get robbed, we leave, and we go home, and it was pre-cell phone. So we get back, and we're sitting there all bummed, and we get this phone call being from people like outside, like it must have been a payphone, and they're like, "Yo, they're letting people in through the side door, like just come now, like come now." What? We're like,
Yeah.
we got no money. We're not driving back all the way up there. Fuck that. Like it's so funny. Like cell phones and shit, you could have been like finessing shit way harder. But like back then, you had to like. It was like it was like
so
Detroit Rock
crazy.
City going to shows sometimes.
For
where it was
really
like-
though, was
yeah.
you need to have the fucking map.
Yeah.
Remember I'm supposed to tell you like where the show was at, and they would draw a map on the flyer.
Yeah.
It was like it's on these two cross streets, and then
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
to
Or
find
if you
out
come
where
from the
shit
north,
was
if you
at.
come from the south, if you
shit's crazy.
east or the west.
Me and this fool would always go to shit, and I was like, hell yeah, that's my secret weapon because
Yeah.
he knows all the streets. So
Mm-hmm.
he would tell me like this street hits this street eventually. So if we would get lost, we were just like, oh, I know where to go and shit.
Yeah.
Dog, when I was 16, my band played at a show in Pasadena, and we got in a fist fight with grown men. That shit's crazy.
What
man.
happened?
And then one of them pulled a pistol on us.
Why'd you get in a fight?
So, sorry, I'm burping. So, like, we're getting drunk. Sorry.
Hi, Burpin. Nice to meet you.
Planet Podcast. So, anyways,
Planet Podcast.
Planet Podcast. We was up in this bitch, dog. So we was chilling. We were drinking, and then so I'm gonna do this one quick because I think we're running up on the hour. But like the homie had really fucking funny ass hair. He had almost like a Chelsea cut without like having it shaved, but like the shit was really long. You know what I'm talking about? He almost had bangs and shit. And his band played, but we were all like hardcore punk, like crust kids and shit. So it was kind of funny. He was the only one that was like almost like a scene, kind of like 3-1G Locust kind of guy.
Yeah.
And
Did you beat up Justin Pearson? You got shot by Justin Pearson?
Nah. But some fool walked up, some drunk, grown ass man. The fool had to be like 35 or 30, some shit. And he was like, "You look like a bitch with that hair. You look like a little ass girl." And then that fool was like, and then my homie was like, I mean, he was like rationalizing. He was like, "Well, you know, da 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 da," and then shit. Well, maybe you're the bitch. And so, you know, that kind of like smart ass,
Rationalize,
yeah,
yeah.
like smart ass 16-year-old shit. And the dude was like trying to fuck with him, and then he like started whipping his hair, and then my homie just like straight, boop, fucking socked that fool, and then they got into the boop boop boop, and then he got the dude in the headlock, and then mad fools came like grown ass men like a Samoan dog, and they started trying to like beat us up. The homie hit one fool with like a mic. I was trying to like break him up, and I had my guitar and shit. So everyone was kind of like getting down with these grown ass.
This
men.
was in the middle of a set.
It was in the middle of the set. So like fools was getting down, and then out of nowhere, some like they broke it up. All right, calm down. And then like they broke it up, and this white boy, he looked all tweaked out, like a tweaker style, like sublime guy. You know what I'm talking about when I say sublime guy?
Sublime guy, yeah, for
So
sure.
he
Of
walked
course.
up, he was like, "Anybody got a problem? I got it right here." And he like had it tucked under his shirt and the pistol, and I seen the whole outline and shit. I was like, "This fool really pulled a pistol on us, dog." And then like the mom came, and she was like, She was like, fuck that. What the fuck you guys are beating up on these kids? And they were like, some girl came and she was like, I don't know why you guys are doing that. Everybody knows my brother's crazy. And I was like, we're 16 years old. That fool's like 30 some shit. What the fuck is your problem, dog?
You got blasted by someone wearing a Sublime shirt.
Moral of the story is fools that listen to Sublime are like the scum of the earth.
Listen, fight people from London because they'll only punch you.
Yeah,
I listen to Sublime.
Yeah, but would you pull a pistol on a 16-year-old? I don't know. Are you a Sublime guy?
Do you live to live? Do you punch a 7-year-old?
Do you live? Have you looked at it closely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do all those things. I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I would do all those things. I would probably pull a pistol on a 16-year-old.
Hot take of the night.
Hot take.
There he is right there.
Hot take. Is it okay to pull pistols on minors?
This guy in a turtleneck just pulled a pistol.
Hey, man, I'm from a different world. Sometimes this shit's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
You're that old guy now.
I'm that old guy, yeah.
You transitioned from being that young person.
Yeah, death wish, but it's just me fucking pulling pistols on minors. Not even shooting them, just pulling.
Now you listen to 31G label stuff, and now you're gonna bang on dystopia kids.
I'm just me going to fucking like random places like minors and teenagers hang out and just pulling pistols on them.
Yeah, some kid in like a regional justice center shirt, and you're like
doing trick shots.
No, it's like pulling pistols on kids recording TikToks in public.
What if I was just doing trick shots?
Cleaning the streets.
What if I wasn't even pulling the pistols on the kids, but I was doing gun tricks to impress him? You feel me? Like I came in like a gunslinger.
Hot take. I have nothing to do
I came
with
in like a
this.
gunslinger, and I was just flipping the guns and shooting, doing trick shots. You feel me? At the mall. We're not talking. Dead that. We're not talking about
at the local school.
Sir, we have an active shooter, and he's just doing trick shots at the fucking at the food court.
Like skeet shooting.
Skeet shooting at the food court.
He's skeeting everywhere.
That was another hot take by Andreas.
Yeah. How much you want to bet I could shoot this fucking what are them shits called?
Shoot off the L of the lid sign.
Of the lid store. How much you want to bet you could throw a calzone in the air from Esbarro and I could shoot that shit? Is that how you pronounce it? Esbarro or Sparrow?
Esbarro.
Go on Esbarro, bro.
Esbarro sounds like a Street Fighter character.
Is it Sparrow? What the fuck kind of name is Sparrow?
Doesn't it sound like a
Sparrow.
Street Fighter character? Esbarro.
Esbarro, it does. And his trick is to do fucking
make a calzone out of you.
He does a calzone out of you, but also he's just like an Italian stereotype, and he's just like
horny as shit.
His hair's all greasy and shit.
The student who's right now driving this car would be like, he's like the
settle down.
Oh my lord,
settle down.
Whoa.
Yeah, he looks like he's like the comic relief, but I feel like he's like the villain.
Oh, he's the villain.
Oh,
he
shit.
was saying,
he's about to fuck
you guys
him up.
missed it, but he was saying some wild shit to my boy Arnold in the car a second ago. True Lies is a fucking
banger of a movie.
Oh, dang.
Did you see that comment that we got on YouTube?
Oh, talk about it. What did he say?
Let me pull it up.
He said there's nothing but curse words. There's no moderator intelligence.
Yeah, he said the moderators have no intelligence, only curse words. And he said, please delete your channel.
Dude, my mom told me not to curse.
Yeah, I don't know what he was expecting.
This is the R word podcast.
That's cool.
It's because some of the YouTube clips that I've been posting have like
random
kind
hashtags.
Well, like one was called the Jason Derulo Mandela effect. Like you remember that one, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure this guy found the channel by searching Mandela effect. Or much worse, searching Jason Derulo. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which is worse, but he found us through one of those mediums and just like decided to fucking be a hater.
All right,
I love the idea of waking up one day and just being like, I'm gonna go surf YouTube and just hate.
Yeah, people do that.
People do that. That's so weird.
Worst people in the world are YouTube commenters. They're the worst and the best people in the world. It's like a duality effect.
There's some great shit in there for sure, but
well, my mom, I want to tell you guys,
gems.
Before we get out of here, I want to say my mom said that we need to not do things that divide people and also not curse. And she said we need to do things that
your
unite
mom said
people.
we can't curse on the pod no more?
She said we can't curse on the pod no more.
Did she really say that?
She said that. And then she said that if we don't stop cursing, we're not going to get into heaven. So on that note,
Ooh, damn.
I want to give a big thanks to Adam DeGross. You guys,
I want to give a big
thanks.
fuck you to the haters on fucking
Big fuck
YouTube,
you, baby.
motherfucking balls.
fuck shit ass piss. We're gonna keep cursing.
Balls.
My mom's gonna get fucking really pissed at me and Chris, but it's all good. She's probably
I'm an
not
angel,
gonna
y'all.
hear this.
You
Shout
stupid,
out
dumb
Andres'
shit,
mom.
goddamn
shout
Yo,
motherfucker.
I'm here being
We're
an
here.
angel.
Fuck.
I have no hot takes.
What about-
all hot takes have been through
Shout out.
Andres?
Yeah,
What
shout
about
out.
calling people piss ants?
Yeah, they're piss ants, baby. Fuck the haters. They're a bunch of piss ants. We're pretty drunk. I want to give a big shout out to Jeff.
Speak for yourself.
We're
Shut up,
looking
Bud
for
Light.
sponsors. Manscaped. We need
We're looking at
to
you.
shave our
Blue
nuts.
Chew, we're looking at
Send
you.
them shits through. Blue Chew, we're looking at through.
We're gonna NFT this podcast and
Yeah.
turn
some type of tequila brand sponsor us, please.
Anyone, it doesn't matter.
yeah,
dude.
all right, so
I'll
Planet
take
Pod-
a Salsa sponsorship.
Damn,
You
think
wanna
about
run
that.
down-
You're getting
Subscribe
down.
to the YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. If you want bonus content, we're working on hella bonus content right now with video. So sign up on the Patreon. What is it?
Patreon.com/planetdumb. We out. Justin Timberlake out.
Justin Timberlake out. I just did a gang sign over the microphone.
Yo.
Just to answer to that lady, yes, I am watching porn all by myself.
Jeff just said he's doing something by himself, but I'm not.
Who
gonna
said
repeat
that?
it.
I'm
My
gonna
mom
say
said
something though.
not
Hold on,
to.
real quick about this movie.
Like
Real-
advertisements like on Pornhub before the porn video starts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! You need a mic because I'm not even.
Are
gonna
you a
repeat
horny
what it said.
single in my area? Are you ready?
I like the ones that are like, this game will make you bust in 5 seconds.
Oh,
That one rocks.
Everybody, like the villain and like what's going on in this, like Arnold Schwarzenegger seems like a really bad dude in this movie. Like they just abducted people, like they're just trying to hang out. Like,
Yeah, if you're watching
this
it
movie
with-
on mute,
with no-
like Arnold Schwarzenegger is a bad dude. Like
With no he killed those dudes in the restroom all random. Like if you have no
Arnold
context.
Schwarzenegger's like not a good guy in this. Like he's like this is like a. Like if I didn't know what was going on, I'd be like, okay, he's the villain. The dude with the mustache is like,
Dude, he's not
cool
good.
dude.
guy.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
not,
cool guy.
bro.
This
You
lady's
should've-
really going through it.
You should
It's
have
like,
seen what he was saying to Arnold Schwarzenegger, dude. He was talking about
yeah, but still,
despicable
like,
things. Anyways, all right, signing off. Peace out. See you guys.
This podcast will make you bust in 5 seconds.
This podcast will make you bust in 5 seconds.